Hey friends, my last video with the remote operations, that got me thinking about view from the track. I wonder what my layout would look like with a view from the track. I experimented with my GoPro, but it didn't really want to stay on the flat car very well. It's very off balanced. So I went online and I started looking for a camera that would fit on an N-scale flat car, and I saw some videos involving this camera, and yeah, the quality's kind of crap, but I'll show you what I got. Anyone that's been interested in getting a track level view has probably looked at these cameras before. It's the SQ11. I don't know who makes it. China. But it yeah, it's kind of crap. I really don't recommend it. If you look at the video quality, it says 1080p, but I don't know if that's where they get that number from, because maybe I don't understand what 1080p means, but the quality is just crap. But it does in fact fit almost perfectly on an N-scale flat car, and this is low enough to pass through my tunnels. So I gave it a shot. I had to use my video editing software to bump up the colors because everything was just kind of washed out. The first video I did was in 1080p, and yeah, the reviews I saw on YouTube tell you that there's not much difference between 1080p and 720p. I have to agree with that. I don't know where they get this, the 1080p from. Maybe I don't understand resolution and what 1080p means, but I thought 1080p would look a lot better. But I used my software, my video editing software, to increase the saturation because the videos just looked really washed out. And the other problem is this thing doesn't focus very close. Focus is about maybe back here, where focus starts getting half decent. So yeah, it's not that good, but I'll show you what I got. Let's have a look. So maybe I'll watch it with you, provide a little commentary. Oh, there's my cheesy little subscribe animation. I don't know, I found that online somewhere. Some of you guys have really slick animations like that, but I can't find any good ones. Look at my wavy track. This yard may or may not survive. I've got other plans, things I'm thinking about. This was originally a staging yard, but it's far too short, and yeah, I've got better ideas. We'll see if I actually do them. So that's why none of this is scenic yet. My engine terminal did sit where these Union Pacific engines are, but I've since moved that. One thing about this view is one side is always going to be scenic. We don't build our layouts to be seen from this view. So one side's always going to be scenic and the other side's wide open to the room. So you could put trees up the other side if that's, or a view block up the other side if that's how you want to do things, but that's not really my interest. That layout I operated on remotely, that was built for this, so you couldn't see the aisleway from either side. It was pretty good. That train actually, on the right there is the rear end of the CN unit there, that train. It goes around the return loop there, and that's how long it is. I didn't film going through the helixes. They're boring, let's face it. I never really liked the idea of having a helix, but I gotta get up to the second level, and I don't have the room to just run a ramp up, so here we are, helixes at either end. Oh yeah, there's my shelf with the models I built before, and pictures of my old cars, and the blue one's my first car, the green one I still have. The room into the layout, or the door into the layout room. That anyone taller than me has to duck under that the ducting there. One thing with this camera I noticed is like I said, the colors are really washed out. This is actually with the colors bumped up, and it's got kind of a crappy white balance. I told the software to do auto white balance, so this is what it came up with. This is a new scene I'm working on here on the left. It's going to be a pulpwood log loadout. And I have no idea how I'm going to scenic these. Thinking about putting a paper mill in that corner straight ahead, but I don't know. I like not having things set in stone. I like, whoops, I like being able to make it up as I go. I have some idea of what I want, but you know, I like making it up as I go. This is just foam parts. Track switches and track. It's code 80. I'm not using that. I'm using Pico code 55 for everything. And on the right is a bunch of HO stuff that I gave to my nephew like when I was a teenager, hoping he'd build a layout. He was just a little bit young. He's just a little bit younger than me, but he never did anything with it, and he gave it back to me recently, so I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. Yeah, I'm a dork. Hey! I wish this focused closer. The GoPro would focus close enough that made this decent. It wasn't perfectly focused, but it was better. Yeah. That kind of shows you how long this train is. I don't know how many platforms it is, but it's pretty long. We've got a mid-train helper about 3/4 of the way back. And coming up here I did a pretty cool view into the helix. There we go. That's the length of the train. Anyway, there we go. If you like what you saw, thanks for watching, and why don't you subscribe for me, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot.